Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by. Glad I got a few questions to answer. I got a couple questions about the strings I use, because I talked about switching from 9-gauge strings to 10-gauge strings and enjoying it, but I still kind of switching back and forth between 9s and 10s. This guitar, on the other hand, is specifically tuned for the coinmonster stuff. It's a true baritone. The scale, as you can probably see, is longer than your standard neck, so it's a little bit of a challenge to play at times, but it's fun. But the strings on this particular guy, I found a really cool set from Diodario, and the gauges go from 62 to 13, and this is their baritone light gauge. So I'd hate to see what the baritone heavy gauge feels like, because these are like telephone wires. But I found these online, and I tried them out, and I think they work great. You know, it's a bit of a different style to play. The guitar that I use to typically play live with coinmonster, previous to converting this to a true baritone, was this old red Ibanez here, which I don't really play all that often, but this was used on all the recordings and a billion live shows. This is basically a set of like 56 on the bottom, and I would buy a set of 9s and just throw away the 9 and go down to 13. This just feels awkward after playing a true baritone guitar. The tension is better. This just feels like you're playing, you know, linguini. But still got away with it for a good 30 years. But I would keep that as a backup. To my regular 6-string guitars, this guy here is tuned or strung with these Super Slinkies, 46 to 10. A friend of mine, after a show, saw me break a couple strings, and I was telling him I was using 9s, and he had said, you know, you play so violently, I don't know how you get away with it, and he was right. So I tried the 10s, and it feels a little bit better, different, but I still keep the Super Slinkies around, just in case. This Charvel here still has those on it, and you know, this guitar is it's a little more, you know, you can play a little more the lighter, more finesse legato kind of stuff with these lighter gauge strings. You can do it with any string really, but this one just feels good. So that's that. Another question I had was in regards to a metronome that I'd gotten, and I know it's kind of embarrassing to say that, you know, I've been playing guitar for the better half of 35 years, and this is the first metronome I've ever purchased. I remember taking guitar lessons, and I used to have to use a metronome, practicing scales and whatnot, just to see how I was progressing. But when I went home, I never really used it. But this thing, it's really cool. I don't know if you can see it. You know, I'm not endorsing this company or getting paid to do it. The company is called Kliq, K-L-I-Q, and this is a Metro pitch. And basically, the cool thing about it, it allows you to set a bunch of different time signatures, and then, you know, individual beats within those time signatures. So I could set, you know, 4/4. I don't know if you can hear that. But if I wanted to change that, I can change it to like 5/4. So you can play all your, you know, Dave Brubeck songs. You can change it to anything really. It's also a tuner as well, but I don't really use it for that. I have 1,000 tuners. But as far as the metronome goes, you can change the individual pattern of the notes as well. So it's pretty cool. I'll give a little bit of a better demonstration when because I have some other stuff planned just to really show how to get kind of in tune with using a metronome. I'm not really for or against it. I think it's a great tool if you're, working on getting tighter, and it also can show you how lazy maybe you've gotten if you try to play along with it and you find yourself way off from this thing. You know, you may find yourself in trouble, in a studio situation or something like that. So now another question I got was about, I was excited to see that people were excited about me putting this channel out there, and I know I had a lot of questions about tapping and coinmonster stuff. So what I wanted to go over today was just to throw some stuff out there, just to get the ball rolling. And one of the tapping exercises I was going to talk about, and I'd like to do a video in the future to maybe go a little more in depth on just kind of warming up and how to pull off some of the tapping stuff and how I do it and things like that. I got a question about tapping chords and stuff like that. So I'd like to cover that all maybe in a separate video, but I figured just to get something out there and to get acquainted to talking in front of a phone to no one and pretending like I'm talking to someone, this would be a way to get the ball rolling. So what the song I wanted to discuss was just a song called Porcupine Effect. It was on the Universal Solvent CD, which is really hard to find. I have one somewhere, I don't know where, but the key of the song on the record I guarantee will not match this. I don't know what I was tuned to, but I'll have to go back and check, and I can validate that later. But basically, during the verse, I'm kind of just, I'm taking these, they're like a minor 13 chord, off of B. So I'm not actually playing these in the song, but I'm tapping the basis of those chords. So I got the root, the raised 6, and the minor 3rd. And I'm basically bouncing from root to 5 while alternating these things. So I'll do it slow here. I'll play it a lot cleaner, but so that's a slowed down. The normal speed would be so on and so forth. So it's almost like I don't even know how to explain it. It's just more of it's almost like a bass line going on in the bottom with just a little bit of just a melody riding on the top. So you think of a bass player just going. So that's basically it. If anybody has any questions on how to play that, or you need any further demonstrations of that, I can totally go over that on a different video. And there's another section on here in the middle of this song where it's somebody had asked about tapping and chords and things like that. I do a lot of that. Is it easy to play? Is it easy just to play the minor chord and go down? It is. But I found that I do this a lot. I can play an E major or a B major chord, but sometimes I just think it sounds cooler. It sounds a little more piano-like when you're tapping the other part of it. I mean, I'm not tapping because I can't play this with my fretting hand. I'm tapping because I think it sounds cooler. And I've done this in a lot of songs too, where I'm just playing chords. I think that's a Guess Who song. Anybody here? Well, you know what song I'm talking about. dang it, I forget the name of the song, but Hand Me Down World, something like that. Anyhow, I do a lot of that. Tap. And get the rhythm going, you know. Stuff like that. So, thanks for checking it out. I've got other stuff planned. It's taken me a really long time to kind of really break the ice and get used to doing stuff like this, and just to document some stuff that I want to talk about. Again, I'm not trying to teach guitar lessons or anything like that, but definitely, if I can share some stuff and you can pick up and learn something from it, then it's all good. So, take care. Hey again. One thing I wanted to do, I thought it would be kind of a cool idea to do after the videos, is just kind of do like a little bit of a recap on what I used in the video. Now, this one, not much, but I did use this equalizer from Boss, and I cannot say enough about this thing. I've heard about it for years, people saying, this is like the greatest secret weapon clean boost ever, and it really is. I know Rick Stoner used to have one when we played with the triggers, and it's a great pedal to kick on for guitar solos and anything really. So this is all I had going on. I didn't have any distortion or anything because I wanted it to be as clean as possible for you guys. And as far as the guitar goes, I know we already discussed this, but basically this was a guitar that I either bought or traded Rick for something. And this was a regular Mexican telly with I think this is a little JB or something pickup in the bridge, and I replaced the bridge with it's a company called Babic, or I don't know, BABICZ. Really cool bridge. The guitar basically, like, the intonation is almost does itself, and the neck is Warmoth neck. I custom ordered this neck a couple years back, and I want to say it's some kind of roasted something or other. I don't know, but I like it a lot. And I have yet to actually play a coinmonster song with the guys with this guitar, but I believe this weekend I'm going to, so I'm kind of looking forward to it. So, take care. It is Hand Me Down World by Guess Who, by the way.